Welcome to our presentation on force, energy, and machines. This video is created by Shika and Addy. Let's begin with force. Force is the push or pull acting on a body. When force is applied, it can change an object's state from rest to motion or vice versa, alter its direction or speed, and even change its shape or size. One of the effects of force is changing an object's state from rest to motion, or from motion to rest. Force can also change the direction of motion of a moving object. Another effect is that force can change the speed of a moving object. Force can also change the shape of an object. Force can change the size of an object as well. There are many types of forces, including gravitational, frictional, electrostatic, magnetic, elastic, muscular, and buoyant forces. Gravitational force pulls objects toward the Earth. Heavier objects experience more gravitational force. For example, a ball thrown up always comes back down due to gravity. The gravitational force between two objects increases as they get closer. Friction slows down or stops moving objects. For example, when a car stops, it is because of friction between the brakes and wheels. Friction always acts in the opposite direction of movement and slows things down when they rub together. Electrostatic force is an attractive or repulsive force caused by electric-charged particles. For example, rubbing a plastic comb on hair lets the comb attract small bits of paper because it acquires an electrical charge. Magnetic force is the force with which a magnet attracts materials like iron, cobalt, and nickel. Magnets can attract iron objects such as nails, pins, or paper clips. Elasticity is the ability of a material to return to its original shape after being stretched or bent. For example, a rubber band or spring returns to its shape when the force is removed. Muscular force is the force we use when we push, pull, lift, twist, or stretch things using our muscles. An example is lifting a bucket. Buoyant force is a push from water or air that lifts objects up, helping them float or rise. For instance, a boat floats on water because of buoyant force. Energy is the ability to do work. There are different forms of energy: mechanical energy, electrical energy, heat energy, light energy, wind energy, solar energy, and hydro energy. Mechanical energy is the energy an object has due to its motion, called kinetic energy, or its position, called potential energy. Electrical energy comes from power plants and is used to run electrical appliances at homes, offices, and industries. Electric wires, plug sockets, and switches help us use electrical energy. The major source of heat on Earth is the sun. Heat energy is also released when we burn fuels like wood, coal, petrol, or use appliances like electric heaters. Light energy enables us to see things. Sources of light include the sun, candle, bulb, tube light, and LED. Natural sources like the sun and stars exist, while human-made sources include bulbs and candles. Wind energy is obtained from moving air. It is mainly used to generate electricity by installing windmills. Solar energy comes from the sun and is the most readily available source of energy. It supports life on Earth and is used in solar cookers and solar cells. Hydro energy is obtained from moving water. Earlier, water mills used this energy to grind grains. Today, hydro energy is also used to produce electricity. Energy can be renewable or non-renewable. Renewable resources can be replenished quickly and are generally inexhaustible. Non-renewable resources take years to form and may get exhausted soon due to overuse. Renewable energy comes from natural resources that can be replenished quickly. Examples include solar energy from sunlight, wind energy from air movement, and hydropower renewed through the water cycle. Non-renewable energy resources take many years to form and can't be replenished easily. They may get exhausted soon due to overuse. Examples are coal and petroleum. Non-renewable resources are limited and may become extinct if not used wisely. It's important to use these energy resources carefully. Machines make work easier and faster by using less effort. A simple machine has few or no moving parts. There are 6 types: lever, pulley, wheel and axle, inclined plane, screw, and wedge. A lever is a long bar that rests on a fixed point to lift or move loads. Levers are found in everyday life, such as door handles, bottle openers, and crowbars. A lever has 3 main parts: effort, which is the force applied; load, which is the weight to be moved; and fulcrum, the fixed point about which the lever moves. Levers are of 3 kinds based on the positions of the load, effort, and fulcrum. Class 1 levers have the fulcrum between the load and effort, like seesaws and scissors. Class 2 levers have the load between fulcrum and effort, like wheelbarrows. Class 3 levers have the effort between the load and fulcrum, like fishing rods and tongs. Class I levers have the fulcrum in between the load and effort. Examples include seesaws, scissors, pliers, crowbars, and catapults. Class 2 levers have the load placed between the fulcrum and effort. Examples are wheelbarrows, nutcrackers, staplers, and bottle openers. Class 3 levers have the effort between the load and fulcrum. Examples include fishing rods, tongs, tweezers, forceps, and brooms. A pulley is similar to a wheel and axle, with a rope or chain used to move objects up, down, or back and forth. For example, elevators use pulleys. There are 2 types: fixed and movable pulleys. A fixed pulley stays in one position and only changes the direction of the force. It does not increase or decrease the force applied. A flagpost is an example of a fixed pulley. A movable pulley moves with the load and helps lift very heavy objects, such as cars or cargo. Fixed pulleys are not enough for such tasks, so movable pulleys are used. A wheel and axle is a simple machine consisting of a wheel and rod that allows the wheel to turn. Examples include bicycles, electric fans, revolving doors, merry-go-rounds, and drawing water from wells. An inclined plane is a ramp with one end higher than the other, making it easier to move objects up or down. A slide in a playground is a common example. A screw is a twisted, slender metal pin used to join things by rotating it in a circular motion through wood or other materials. Screws are commonly used in drills. A wedge is a simple machine used to cut things apart or secure them. It is made of 2 inclined planes joined together. Examples include shovels, knives, axes, and needles. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos.